show you guys how to use kitchen tools. First things first, we have can opener. There's two kinds of this can opener. This one and this one. This one is like the easiest and this one is the hardest. Why? Because this one right here, let me just example, there's a can right there. Put it in there, you need to wire it out, then proceed to it. I swear it's quite hard. It's hard. I mean, this one right here is easier because you just need to put it right there and just twist this around and you open the can. Next up is the chopping board. So this is used by cutting, like if you're putting meat, vegetables, or whatever the stuff. You cannot have a chopping. You cannot have a chopping board with a knife. So what you're gonna do is chop it, chop it, chop it, chop it, chop it. You will not use any plates, or like if you're putting your meat in if you're putting the meat on the plate, then you chop it. That is wrong. You need to use chopping board and a knife, of course. Then the next up is the tongs. Tongs is used to toss a salad, and it is used to bake potatoes, wrap the potatoes, cook, then directly in the oven's rack. So you did it like this, then you're done. And of course, do not use your hands. You need to use the tongs to pick up the hot objects, and that is the easiest. And you can do it again and again. The next one is, I'm going to show you guys, is the spatula. Spatula is used to press the rotation, mix this, and spread the material. So you did it like this. You have the burger and flip it again. So it used to it's used to dip some materials again. Then let's just example, if you have a party or like if you're lifting some burgers, you can do this like this, and then if it's done, the cooking is done, then flip it again. You did it like that, then flip it and flip it and flip it again. So this is the spatula. The next kitchen tools that I'm going to show you guys is the soup grabber. It's used to grab some soup. For example, you're going on a dinner and your dinner is sinigang. You can use this to grab the soup easily, then put it in your plate or put it in your friend's plate or whatever. So that's it. And the next kitchen tools is last kitchen tools that I'm gonna show you guys is the grater. Grater you use is a breadcrumbs, toast of bread, grate and viola, also good way to state the bread. If it needs to stay the health, grate in they toss with a lime olive. So this is used to go for bread, or you can use it to the cheese as you can go for the spaghetti. And the spaghetti will pop out and it will be smaller, and then that's it. Then yeah, it's just like that, and I hope you guys like this. The can opener, all of my kitchen tools is for my sister. And yeah, hope you guys like it, and make sure the decoration of the cookies or frosting. It is used by in Christmas like this. It looks like a deer and another deer and snow. So the second tool that I'm gonna show you guys is a whisk. Whisk is used to mix some liquid, eggs, beaten eggs, and etc. So you just like do this, and the eggs will be mixed. Third baking tool is the wine opener. If you're struggling to open the wine, you just put the bottle in here, then twist it, and it will be open. Next up is the measuring cups. Measuring cups have like the small one to big one. As you guys can see there, it is small to big one. Next is measuring spoon right here. It's like quite the same to the measuring cup, but trust me, it's different. And the next one is the decorating piping. As you guys can see, they have a different kind of decoration, different kind of size, like this one and this one. It is used to decorate your cupcakes, cake, or then the next tool is the paring knife. You need to be careful while using a knife. You might cut your fingers, who knows. You need to be careful. But anyways, paring knife is used for a small sharp knife that is variety to use in the kitchen. It most used in the peeling of the paring fruits and vegetables. The job that gave the knife its name. So it used to peel the vegetables or the fruits. The next one is the smaller paletic knife. So this is much smaller than the regular one, but it's really useful and quite helpful. Anyways, smaller palette knives is easier to control, which is an important factor when it comes to baking. Talas Angles palette knife are perfectly sized and shaped to decorate the cupcakes. Smooth cut the cake better in the perfect sharp edges larger cakes. So this is the smaller palette knife, and it's quite useful. The next one is the much smaller knife. It's like a dagger, but I'll show you guys what it means. Explain to you guys what is the torn knife. But again, we need to be careful while using a knife. Again, you can cut your fingers or something else. But anyways, I'm gonna show you guys what it's need for or what it's used for. Torn knife is also known as a bird back knife. A peeling knife has a pointed up that curves downward, sometimes upward, and from the side to the lowards down to the blade. So it said that it looks like a bird's back knife. I mean, this is so much smaller than this guy. I mean, you can already compare this knife and they look different. Anyways, the next one is the pastry brush. Pastry brush is also known as the basting brush. It is a cooking utensil used by spread the butter or glaze on food. So you use like to spread the butter, so that you can you cannot use the spoon. the pastry brush is much easier if you're spreading some butter, some barbecue sauce, or whatever. The next one is, and the last one that I'm gonna show you guys, the baking tools, is the Granton knife. Again, I'm just gonna say this again. If you're cutting some vegetables, be careful of this knife, because you might cut your fingers. I'm just saying. But anyway, this is called the chef knife. Chef knife is used to cut some hard meats and some vegetables. Example that you're cutting a meat and you cannot cut the meat one in your normal life. Example, you're going for paring knife. You cannot cut it because it's a hard meat. The chef knife will do the thing and it will cut it easily. By the way, you guys, do not use a knife if you're not good at it, and if you're new, you need a parental guidance. So I'm just gonna close it in here, and yeah. This is the end of how to use the baking tools. I'm just gonna say it again. If you're using a knife, be careful. Be careful for using a knife. And all of this baking tools, like measuring spoon, whisk, pastry brush, measuring wine opener, measuring cup, and it's belonged to my sister, but I borrowed this thing. But anyways, you guys, hope you guys like this video, and yeah, thank you for watching. So yeah, bye.